Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ABT South, the famed Lake Eufaula. Robbie Floyd with Kay Donaldson with the Alabama Bass Trail, and here we are. We're at Eufaula. It's springtime. They're supposed to catch them today. And Kay, you know, typically we look back through the years, and a 25-pound bag, that would be a small bag it would take to win here. It sounds crazy, those high numbers, but here you expect big weights.
You do. The thing that's going to be the key today is we've had so much rain in the state of Alabama. How these guys are going to manage this muddy water, the wind that we've had over the last few days. But we always say this, the guys that adjust and make those changes will be the guys that will come out on top today.
Torrential downpours throughout the week. I mean, tornadoes came through the state of Alabama, 8 of them in total just north of here. But yeah, you talk about the heavy rain, the high winds, the muddy water. There is clear water out there. You got to find it. But I mean, what's going to win? Is it going to take the shallow bite that these spawning bass are moving into, or some of those guys are going to catch them offshore?
You know, the good thing about it is the water's been muddy for a week or so the fish may be used to it now. So I'm thinking that the guys are still going to catch them in the mud. It's just going to depend on, are they going to catch the right ones in the mud? A lot of good fishermen here, a lot of past winners here on the ABT at Lake Eufaula. I think you're going to see some big weights come across, but again, 25 pounds, that's mediocre here at Eufaula.
Yeah, 25's minimum. We may even catch a 30 out there today. Some varying wind conditions as well as sun, possible rain, fog. We're going to have it all today. Now let's take a look at our Academy Sports and Outdoors first cast of the day.
Chris, here we are, beautiful Eufaula, Alabama. Lake Eufaula's in the background.
Is it? Is it though? Is it?
You can't see it very well, but it's there.
Okay.
It's there. We got the fog again.
Sun's going to come up, going to burn it off eventually.
Right.
But do you capitalize on this fog this morning? Is this going to help or hurt?
I don't know, some guys don't like the fog. Sometimes it kind of messes up the fish, but I think it's more in guys' heads than it is the fish. You're going to have to adjust.
What are you looking to see today to come out of this?
I think guys are going to be fishing shallow all day long. Typically when we come here, it's a lot of offshore bite. I think it's going to be a lot of shallow, a lot of swimming jigs, frogs, spinner baits. It's a lot of what I saw tied on the deck of the boats this morning before they took off.
In the 7 years we've been here, 8 years we've been here, 25 is the lowest bag weighed to win here. Is that going to be, we're going to make 25 today?
I think we're going to be in that range.
Be in that range.
Yes.
You got a guess on a weight?
I'll say 26 pounds.
I'm going to say 27. Let's get to the water and see what's happening.
What do you do if you're Mike Hearn and Sugar Walker, you're boat 136, and you don't want to deal with the traffic of 225 boats heading out into Lake Eufaula? Well, they beat the bank for a little while, and that's exactly what they're doing early morning this morning. They have a primary area they want to get out to on the main lake. It's got the grass that they're looking for, but until then, and now especially with this fog and you don't want to have to deal with that traffic, they're going to beat the bank.
How many you got in live well so far?
We got 5.
Got 5. Well, that was a quick start.
Yeah, we're pretty fortunate this morning.
Yeah, what kind of size you looking at?
Just a bunch of 3-pounders.
Well, that's a nice start.
Yeah.
Really nice start.
A couple big bites, we'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah. I see you swimming a jig. Is that kind of the primary deal right now?
That's pretty much the only thing we got. We're going to lean on this and maybe one brush pile. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Fish on, that's a good one.
You'll get to see them all, but we got a hard call now.
So I think the teams are able to keep up to 5 fish, and when you catch your 6th fish, before you make another cast or attempt to catch another fish, you got to go through the cull process to figure out which one are your 5 biggest, and obviously the smallest one you're going to cull, put back in the lake.
That was definitely the balance thing. We put him on the balance thing.
No, I don't think he's big enough yet. That was definitely bigger.
Come here, White.
It's good you make a decision on what's going to go next while we're stuck.
I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah.
They're all the same size.
He ain't helping us none. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah, that one ain't gonna do nothing for us. That's a shame too.
Come on.
All right, guys, we're here with the team of Chris Landers, Brad Pitts. Got about 12.5 pounds in the boat. Got a limit early, guys. Tell me a little bit about how your morning went, how you caught them so far.
We started out just swimming jigs right down through here. Tried to top water a little bit first thing. Didn't have much luck with that. Started swimming jigs, throwing chatterbait. Brad throwing chatterbait, caught 2 keepers. Went all the way down this flat right here. Had 2 keepers, 3 shorts. Came back up, did it again, didn't catch anything back up. So we got on the point there. Little rocky point out there. We wound up catching 3 3-pounders and 3 or 4 more shorts on it before they quit biting. We're gonna give them a little break. Probably go back and camp out on there for a little while.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, sponsored by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Automotive, by TH Marine, improving your boat from transom to trolling motor, and by Jax. It's all about the South. There's more to come.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
The splash of your paddle mimics the pelican as it drops down from above. As the calmness of the water washes away any lingering concerns, you listen to the tall grass sing of the surrounding beauty and how the best views only get better when they're shared. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Here we are at the boat of Larry Walters and Shane Patterson. We just pulled up on them. He said we just missed him, or catch one, about a 7-pound catfish. So, guys, how many bass you got in the boat so far today?
Got one so far.
Got one. What kind of size you looking at?
It's probably about 1 3/4 pounds maybe.
Okay.
Larry caught one in here yesterday that weighed about 6 pounds.
Okay, that'd be a nice one to go today.
Oh yeah. We're just one day too early.
Well, maybe there's more of them in here.
Maybe so.
You guys gonna stay shallow pretty much all day long, or what's your game plan?
I hope so. I got one deep hole. If they don't do something, we're gonna have to go try to snatch up 5.
Well, if they were up here shallow yesterday, you know they're still there today.
Oh yeah. We had over 20 pounds yesterday.
Well, you're seeing what's happening on that end of the lake. Now take a look back up near Lake Point State Park. Boat 24, Jeff Dennis, John Bergens, still trying to get that Lake Martin taste out of their mouth. It's as dirty as the water is. Home Lake didn't treat them so right, and I had a little discussion with them a moment ago, and I asked them, did you run around a bunch? He said, oh yeah, we're just gonna set the trolling motor down and pick this thing apart today. So yeah, I think they had that Home Lake fever and just tried hitting too many spots. But here, they're keen on one particular area, and they got 4 fish in the boat. Not big ones, but 4 for about 8 or 9 pounds. But 4 sounds good. At least you're getting those bites. But being boat 24 means you're the first flight. You're gonna have less time than anybody else. How did practice go for you?
Didn't really get to do a whole lot of practice for work, you know?
Yeah. Well, somebody got to work, right? You got to pay the bills.
Right. Somebody's got to. My wife won't do it, so.
Hey, that's all right.
We did come down here a couple weeks ago, and we got on a good little pattern later in the day. Here where we're at. So.
Well, you're not going to have much later in the day. You got to check in at 3 o'clock.
That's right.
So what did they bite on today? Can you let me in on a little secret?
Drop shot, 40 foot of water.
Drop shot, 40 foot of water. So he is a liar, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we caught him on swim jig.
Swim jig. Okay. Got fish.
Well, guys, I'm here with boat 190, Eric Farnham, Cameron Gibbons. And Cameron's already gone barefooted back here in the back of the boat. I hadn't quite got that far yet. My feet aren't tan enough, but 3 in the box, 1 from Mississippi, 1 from Mobile. Guys, how was practice? You said it's a little more muddier than what practice was.
Practice was really good. Probably, I guess, practice we probably could have 15 pounds, and we caught them just all over.
Okay.
And this was one of our kind of better spots right here, but like I say, the mud is just really, I didn't think we got that much rain, but we must have gotten a lot of rain to the west of us, and, you know, and the creek just filled it up, so.
We're still in Barber Creek, and we'd kind of gotten off the motts. They made a move, and we picked up a boat that was closer to us. But I could actually see them fishing from where we were. They were a little bit further off, but I did see them catch another fish and go through the cull process. I've just now caught back up to them, so I'm gonna see if I can ease in up here behind them. I gotta kind of be careful where we are. A lot of shallow water points that come way out off the bank. I'm just trying to make sure I don't cut across an area where they plan on fishing. But I want to kind of get up to them and see if that fish gave them an opportunity to cull and see what their weight is. When we saw them about an hour ago, they had 5 that weighed about 15 pounds, he said. And we did see him go through the cull process once and got a good look at all of his fish. So I know that they've caught at least 7 keepers so far today. Hey guys, I saw you catch another one in cull again. How much did it help you?
It was about a 4-pound fish.
Okay, so it helped you a lot.
Yeah, he gave us about an extra pound, maybe 1.25 pounds.
You think you're about 16, 17 pounds now?
Probably 16.
Okay.
I think, you know, it's hard to tell with these fish when you catch so many. It's just kind of, it's hard to tell the exact size.
Right.
Their heads are so big and their guts are so skinny.
That's right. It's kind of hard to judge them.
This portion of the program is sponsored in part by Sweet Home Alabama, by Garmin, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, will be right back.
Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
The taste of the South starts out here. However you roll into work, you can bring the flavor with Jack's Breakfast Catering. Huge scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and hearty breakfast sandwiches, mixed or matched, starting at just $15. Don't forget to add delicious fresh ground Royal Cup coffee and classic breakfast sides, because great work starts with great breakfast. Breakfast catering starting at $15 from Jack's. All about the South.
So we made a long run. When we put in this morning, our goal was to get down to the lower end of the lake and kind of work our way back up. When we got there and saw the fog, we couldn't move around like we wanted to, so we stayed in Barber Creek. But now that the fog has lifted, the sun's come out, we've been able to move down. We're at Patala Creek right now. We're kind of inside the creek. There's quite a few boats in here. It's the first boat we've pulled up on, so we're gonna see how their morning has gone so far. How many fish you got in the boat?
3.
3, what kind of size?
They all got 2 pounds.
Okay.
The fog messed us up. We wanted to be here at daylight.
Yeah.
We just stopped.
Back off the back of a big flat, there's a few little ditches that run through this area. Several teams up in here. Ken, what you got in the boat?
We got 5.
You got 5? What do they weigh?
10, 12 pounds, I don't know.
Got a limit for 10, 12 pounds, he says. Been up here most of the day?
Oh yeah, caught a lot of buck bass.
Gotcha.
Hey, good job, guys. I know you said it's been a struggle today. There's a couple bass out here. I saw somebody out here in the middle of nowhere. That was you guys.
That's right. We're not stranded. We're actually onto something, so maybe it'll work out.
All right, let the rest of the world in on it. What are you doing out here in the middle of nowhere? How deep is it, and what are we looking at? You saw us just pull up to you, and you said, you want to see some fish? Heck yes, I want to see some fish. What are y'all doing?
We're between 5 and 8 feet, just cranking.
5 and 8 feet cranking. It's a shallow cranking. Yeah, I see that now. Both of you doing the same thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
So what's down there? You're not just out in open water throwing at nothing. What's down there?
That's the secret.
All right, don't make me turn my electronics on.
Hard bottom and stumps.
Hard bottom and stumps all around there.
Yeah.
Depending on those stumps, are you having to hit the stump?
You gotta find them, yeah, you gotta find them. That's the key is they're actually spreading out and they're starting to come together on it right now, so.
Guys, how's your morning gone so far?
Slow.
Slow?
Yeah, we started north, it just didn't pan out, so made an audible and ran all the way back over here.
Okay, so this wasn't your original game plan, so you're working on plan B?
Yeah, pretty much.
How many you got in the boat so far?
2.
2, what kind of size?
About 3 pounds a piece.
Okay. So you got 2 good ones, you just need more to go with them.
Yeah, 3 more.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, brought to you by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Bill Penny Automotive Group, by Sweet Home Alabama, and by America's First Credit Union. Stay with us, there's more to come.
The TH Marine Hydrowave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The Hydrowave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The Hydro Wave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Petty. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
If you didn't already know, AmFirst has great rates on auto loans, and boat loans, and motorcycle loans, and really any loans, including ones for your business. With a variety of terms as low as 2%, we're kind of hard to beat.
Bill Dennis, Terry Dennis, get on over to Mr. Microphone. Got a big bass. Finally away one. Did you catch it or your partner? Partner did. What did he catch it on? Shaky head. Did he really? It's about 8 to 10 pound line, or was it a heavy shaky head? Is it lightweight? 14, some heavy shaky head. And we got a new leader right now. Bill Dennis and Terry Dennis, 1749, and they got a Mountain Dew big bass.
Started off slow. We get about a mile and a half down the river, and then had the fog.
That could be $500.
So the best thing for us, we just pulled off, started fishing down the bank. Once the fog lifted, we went about 10 miles down, pulled up on a stop, and we sat there for about 4 hours and pretty much bagged all our fish.
Brandon Hurst, Mike Freeman, 5 bass in the live well. We're going to be taking some pictures here, Chris. I feel it coming soon. 16, oh, it could be close. We need 1749 to take the lead. Hurst and Freeman, 1762. You're taking the lead, at least for a little while.
Caught a bunch of fish. I don't know how many fish we caught, ain't no telling. Had a limit probably within about 20 minutes this morning.
He's probably doing the same thing going.
How late was it did you make your last call?
Well, we actually lost a talon on his Phoenix about 1 o'clock. So we just kind of idled around after that. We probably ain't caught one since lunchtime.
Let's find out. Takes 1762 to take the lead. Billy Smith, Travis Northey, 1942.
After he got on there, I said, we're going to stay around here, buddy. We're going to fish in the mud and see what happens. And that's what we did.
What time of day was it when you started catching these fish?
About 8:30.
Your 5 biggest bass. We need 1942 to take the lead. We've got a new leader, Horton, 1965.
It started out pretty good. He wound up catching one about 4 right out the gate, and we just kind of started picking up a few here and there. And then about an hour later, we started picking up a few better fish, around the 5-pound range. So.
When you took off this morning, how long did it take you to make your first stop?
5 minutes. 5 minutes. We didn't go very far.
Were you running down here? Hey, we got a bag coming. I know we got a bag coming. We got 5 bass. What you're telling me is we got a leading bag coming up. Shane Horton, Brandon Horton, you're not going to win this thing. They had 1965. Shane Powell, Tim Fox, 23.95. We almost have a 24-pound bag.
So the second stop of the Alabama Bass Trail South is now in the books here at Eufaula, and it didn't take 25 to win. It was just shy of 24. That was a surprise to me, but it was no surprise who won.
No, you know, these guys know this lake probably better than anyone on the trail. I mean, Shane has won multiple times here, and now a two-time Alabama Bass Trail winner. There's not many of those.
So important for those guys to punch their ticket to our championship, but maybe even more importantly, the top 9 in both the North and South make their way to the BASS team championship, and you know they have to be thinking about that because they moved up to 15th in points.
You know, they've got to be licking their chops thinking about that, and I know once that announcement was made, it really probably changed how they approach this season for sure.
Guys, I want to ask you now, because if you do make it to that team championship, that is here, and the winner of that moves on to the Bassmaster Classic for next year. So do you even look at that, or can you start looking at that now? Because Martin didn't go your way, but Eufaula did.
I'd say every cast we've made this year, in the back of our mind, is trying to get back to that to get to the Classic.
Yeah.
And so he even said when I called him once we saw that that was coming, and he said I needed something to spike me up for the year, and he's like, this was it. So that's our #1 goal right now.
Yeah, that would just be like Wiggins qualified, you know, last year. You're hoping to do the same thing this year through the Alabama Bass Trail. But hey, it was a tremendous day. We saw tons of fish being caught and some crazy weather this week. I mean, look at it. It's T-shirt weather. The start of this year on the ABT South, we were freezing, you know, in freezing weather. So, Kay, we'll see these guys at Lay Lake. That's the next south. We're heading up to Lake Wheeler, the next stop of the Alabama Bass Trail North.